Let's now turn our focus and attention to Token Money Magnet, an exclusive WION show on tokenization, the future of finance. Let's listen into what Jonathan Gill, Senior Tokenization Director at Haskey Group, has to say on tokenization.
Well, I think the way it will progress is institutional investors will look at what the returns that they're used to receiving from traditional finance, and then they'll try to see what sort of benefits they can get from tokenization. So if they can see that there's increased transparency or ease of access and due diligence, that will sort of be reflected in the returns that they can expect to receive. I think there's going to be a bifurcation in terms of regulation. On one hand, you're going to see jurisdictions like Singapore or Hong Kong. Hong Kong has got a same business, same risks, same rules philosophy. So in that respect, anything that is deemed to be a security in traditional finance will be the same for Web3. On the other hand, you'll see emerging financial centers, places like Dubai, that will set up their own regulatory regimes and authorities and legislation, and that may be more tailored towards digital assets. So that has its own benefits too. I think it starts with understanding what exactly they're used to in terms of the assets that they invest in and how they do it. And then on top of that, you then overlay Web3 in terms of the plumbing and see exactly how that works and how that can add value. Yeah, that will really depend. I mean, depending on the regulation in each jurisdiction. I mean, there are some jurisdictions, for example, where bonds are very attractive because you can see that bonds can be automated in terms of payment timing and amount, and you've got that certainty that the bonds can provide. That's particularly attractive for blockchain because everything can be programmed. Well, I think that will be easier in that if you have payment rails that go cross-border, that will make things easier, especially if you have a stable coin, meaning you're not having to have foreign exchange risk across jurisdictions. At the moment, one of the biggest friction points for tokenization is the fact that although you might be able to do things on-chain and transfer tokens like that, the problem is when you interact with a company's registry or land registry or the Inland Revenue Taxation Department, that's all off-chain. So if those are digitized, I think that will be the next leap forward. I think Web3 is a really exciting space, and I think tokenization is going to be a huge sector going forward. I'm really excited about it. Learn about tokenization, the future of ownership, with me on Token Money Magnet, only on WION.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.